Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I've been MIA. If you're new here, welcome, and don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're old here, it is such a pleasure to be back and to let you know what's been going on. I have been at sea sailing, and it's been so much information that I know I can't say everything in this one video, but stay tuned. Thank you so much for being the best part of how and why this channel is starting to thrive. When I left, I didn't have as many followers as I do now, so today was my first day back in port, and I'm very grateful for that, because your girl is tired. Okay, this woman is tired. In the past, I've gotten a lot of questions about work-life culture and how I feel about it. I'm in the car right now, so in a minute I'm gonna take you guys on the ship when I get all this stuff together and show you a couple things. But beforehand, I want to get into the work-life culture because a lot of people said it. I've touched on it a little bit. I don't know if I let you guys know this, but prior to this deployment, I had to take a year off of work just for my own self. I had to get myself together. I wasn't as healthy as I am now, and I needed to be in tip-top shape, i.e. fit for duty, in order to, you know, give my best self to the company and to the mission. Here we are. So I was off for a year, and I think I mentioned to you all that they tried to terminate me within that year, which is, we're going to get into that because of culture. So let me just stay on track. Whew, got a little mad there. Y'all see that? So the culture. This is what I can tell you. My first day here on this particular ship, it was, you know, overtime on the ship starts at 05:30 for supply department, generally. And this was, let's say it's a Friday, right? So Friday, I see, while working, I see a guy approach a woman, and he is invading her personal space, and he starts to talk to her in an aggressive tone, antagonizing her, taunting her. And again, I don't know the backstory to their situation, so I'm like, what in the world? So I stood there to see if it was going to either progress or if it was going to die down, or if my department heads, who were very close to them, closer to them than I was, would interject as they should have, or intervene and neutralize the situation, or if they were going to let it continue to go. So, to my surprise, they let it continue to go. It got to the point where the man got into her personal space. And as a reflex, she swung at him, right? The whole situation is not a good situation. When I saw that, and then the guy started doing stuff like that, putting his hand in her face and doing all that craziness, which I'm not comfortable with men arguing and exchanging with the woman to that degree, because I've been out here long enough to know that could get really nasty. And that's the thing. I guess in me taking the year off, you forget some of the atrocities that you witnessed, because a lot of times, a lot of this stuff goes dormant because you hadn't seen it in a while, and you forget how the culture can be so aggressive and rude and vile, and I could go on, but you know. So I jumped in between them, and I should have just mind my business, y'all. I really should have. But I just couldn't sit with the fact that there was this man and going off on this woman, and she's no physical match for him, right? But he was forcing her, you know, because of him getting her into her personal space. Nobody deserves to have their boundaries in their personal space violated, right? And all the F-bombs and cussing that was going between the two of them was just too much. And it wasn't even 6 o'clock. It was like 5:45. So a.m., okay? So I get in between, I wedge myself in between them. And again, I recognize that I should not have even engaged. But my superiors, who was literally there, close, right there, I was so shocked that they were doing nothing, right? So I look at her and I say, stop talking. The more you talk, the worse it gets. You know what I'm saying? And I look at him and I say, are we really arguing with women? Like, because again, she's no physical match for him. And which means she's no real threat physically. Now, words can be very hurtful, and they can impact. They can be very impactful. I will give that situation that much. But in this situation, he was wholeheartedly the aggressor. My point is this. He got upset and he's like, I'll get at any broad, that blah, 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 blah. And before I knew it, he called me a B-I-T-C-H. I have to say it that way because of the algorithm, okay? And I was like, what? So you call me what? I was like, you really mad, huh? Like, whatever this is. Now, you guys don't know me personally to know that I do not handle being called something other than what I say you can call me. I've never been the type of woman is to use that word as a term of endearment. I'm a woman of a certain age. And for me, that's just crossing the line. And he did that purposefully to be malicious and malice. And there you have it. So that was my first day. So in that situation, we were told to write statements. I did so. And the captain still saw fit to remove the young lady from the ship, not the man. Now, again, this is a male-dominated field, primarily a white male-dominated field. But every now and again, some melanated men will be able to slide through the cracks, and these were melanated people, everybody involved. So, with the exception of our immediate supervisor, who was right there, who could have interjected, another man who didn't do it. Same with the other supervisor. And I'm not saying that they're bad people. They're not. I've worked with them since then, obviously, and they seem to be really well, like, we have a good time. There must be a backstory there that I'm not privy to, which is none of my business. All I could consider is what I saw in that moment, and I was very uncomfortable, and it makes you feel like you're by yourself. That's just the truth. So, because I guess this young lady had some exchanges with several people that may not have been so savory, they didn't feel like they needed to help her, because my supervisor said, and I quote, "Yeah, I got up and got out of there because I didn't want to be a witness to anything." Your job is to interject and intervene. And if it goes beyond you, it's supposed to go to the department head. He said, you know, they're two adults. They should have been able to work through it. Once I saw it progress, then I got involved. But I distinctly remember looking at him and I was like, yo, you gonna let this happen? You know, so that was my first day. A rough first day, right? Second day, I'm not even gonna get in it, but I will say this. That same person that was aggressive the first day, didn't fare well the second day. It just was a bunch of chaos. First week and a half, because I've only been on this ship, I think, a couple of weeks. But first week and a half, I had a panic attack at work. There are some things that I've gone through that I am still battling with the command, specifically EEO. Y'all, I can't wait to tell y'all about EEO process, like deep dive in layman's terms, so you can understand how to do it. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I didn't live with a silver spoon. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. So I know what it's like to work hard, and I know what it's like to thrive, and I know what it's like to lose. I don't look like, and my point is this, the EEOC process is grueling. And it's not something, it's definitely not something for the weak. And I see why a lot of people shy away from it, because it's very intimidating. And I have hit, I'm not gonna lie, like I haven't hit a wall, because I have. But it's nothing that can't be worked out, and that's not workable. I will always advocate for myself, and I would love for you to consider doing the exact same for yourself. Okay? You are your biggest advocate in life. And if that means hiring an attorney, do so. If that means doing the research, do so. Anything that you don't understand, it is your responsibility to figure it out. And I'll go further in probably the next video about how the process is and how it goes. But let me tell you, this thing has been ongoing, and it is not quick. And for a lot of people, it's easy to just be like, all right, it's too much, I quit. I would love for you to consider to see it through, okay? Here's what I will tell you. When you file an EEOC report, it costs the agency $35,000 for every one you file. I don't care if you got 10 of them in a week. And if they're valid, file all 10. Because it showcases a deficit, okay? It shows that there is an issue. EEOC was not established for nothing, right? It exists for a reason. I don't want to make this too deep, but we're here now, right? But it is important for you to know your rights and exercise them. We have an EEOC for a reason, okay? Utilize it, because that may be your best protection in some situations. And don't fear what people are going to say, because I guarantee you people are going to say whatever they want, as much as they want. as loud as they want. And if it happens to happen that that's not something that's savory for you, you continue to fight for yourself, because literally no one else is going to do it. You may find someone here and there that's willing to speak up, but 9 times out of 10, you're on your own. So keep accurate records. My mother always told me when I was a child, a teen and an adult, to cover yourself. She might not have used those words, but she said to cover yourself. And it has definitely helped me in life, truly. So mom, if you're watching this, thank you. I appreciate you. And I know you think I'm your hard-headed child that never listens, but I did and I do. So to be quite frank, covering myself has saved me in some situations, because the things that you can face out here can be so daunting and so just soul snatching at times that you don't want to continue. And I say that in full confidence because there are some people who actually killed themselves here. People have hung themselves. People have shot themselves. People have jumped to their death. That's a real thing, okay? So this isn't for the list. I don't want you to take this job and this opportunity lightly. I'll leave this video, I'll end this video, well, this portion of the video with this, because I definitely want to show you what I can show you about my ship. I'm excited. I've never really done this before. So here we go. You can either have a job that you hate, that pays a lot of money, right? Or at least a significant amount of money that could change your life. Or you can have a job that does not have a lot of earning potential and you're happy. My choice, look at where I am. You can have that, you have that same choice in life. Now, I didn't say that those jobs were a permanent situation, so keep that in mind. So you can very well go to a job that you may not necessarily like too much. Gather the resources necessary to achieve whatever freedoms you seek. Or you can go to a job that's not going to pay you as much, but it's going to have a very healthy work-life balance. And I want to be very clear. Not every ship is this chaotic, okay? There are some ships that actually do have a decent work-life balance, okay? I just didn't experience that at first on this particular vessel. And it was a lot to digest because it was my first ship back after a year. You know? Is it going to stop me from earning? No. Is it going to make me quit? No. I've seen worse, heard worse, been through worse. Is it something that I'm a lifelong participant of? It feels like it because I've been out here for so long, but the truth is no. No. Once I was able to iron out a plan, I'm sticking to it, you know? And as long as you come out here with a plan, an actual, factual, tangible goal, and you stick to it no matter what, you won't have to be out here as long as I have, because it took me a while to figure this out. And if I could save, you know, those people's like, if I could save just one person. Now, I want to save more than one person. I want to save as many. I want to save thousands if I can. The heartache and the hardships that I experienced, I'd love to. So I'll leave this part of the video with that, and I will see you in a couple minutes because I got to gather my stuff and try to walk up this gangway. So give me a minute. Hold, please. And we are walking to the ship. I got to go through this little checkpoint here. I'm going to show you. So that little booger is how I get on the ship. So again, hold please. All right, so don't judge me. Yes, I had to walk, and yes, I'm heavy, but this is how some of the ship looks. Suspicion Bay, not too much, okay? Can't show you too much. Hang on, look at this. All right, give me a minute. Gotta get up to my room level. Yes, I'm gonna be breathing hard. I'm almost there. Whew. All right. So, flight deck. I've been really busy with that recently. Oh my God. Seriously, it ain't that bad. Ain't that bad. But I am tired. So, this is where I'll be calling home for a little bit. as I walk to my room, I realize there's this heavy door I gotta open. But if you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, you know how to reach me. While we are out to sea or on mission, sometimes I'm not that accessible. Thank you to all those who book sessions. I'm still available for those who want to. We can coordinate some stuff. Anyway, I hope you're having a wonderful rest of your night or phenomenal day, depending on when you see this. As always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next video. Bye. Psych! I got in. I got in. It wasn't that hard this time. I'm going to my living quarters. I want to show you this real quick. Then you can go home. Or go about your day. Here we go. So, this is where the magic happens. By magic, I mean sleeping. Alright. So, let's see. We have a little refrigerator here, right? I'll just show you a little bit of things. This is our thermostat. Don't worry about why it says 80. Trust me, it gets cold here. This particular room sleeps 14 people. Fortunately, it's only myself and another woman. She's so sweet. Let's see if she's here. She's not here, but I guarantee you her place is like super. Oh, she moved out. Let's not worry about that. We put up these curtains for privacy. Now I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or rest of your night, whichever time you're seeing this. As always, I'm Sonali Ray. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe, share, and I will see you all next video with a whole lot of stuff. Yo, I got a lot coming. I know I say that a lot, but I really do, because a whole lot has happened in 2 weeks. It's crazy. So, bye.